Welcome to a fate so grim that it only exists in a world that if it could go wrong, it has gone wrong. And for the Fantastic Four, this is definitely the case. Welcome to Marvel Ruins. Marvel Ruins was written by Warren Ellis, taking place on Earth 9591, in which luck is not on the hero's side. See, this universe is the quintessential definition of a nightmare, taking it to its most disturbing extreme. Instead of superpowers creating heroes, more grotesque consequences occur. For example, Peter Parker's radioactive spider bite doesn't grant him agility, it infects him with the flesh-rotting virus. Bruce Banner's gamma exposure turns him into a mass of cancerous tissue, barely alive. The Avengers are destroyed before they even could form. Captain America's body is riddled with disease, and for the X-Men, they're slaughtered in government raids. We see these stories as told through the eyes of Phil Sheldon, a weary photojournalist who traveled across the bleak America documenting the wreckage. Every origin story we know is flipped into tragedy, stripping away the optimism and grandeur of the Marvel Universe and replacing it with decay, corruption, and death. In just 2 issues, Ellis delivers a shocking nihilistic vision, a cruel what-if that reminds us how fragile the line is between heroes and horror. And for the Fantastic Four, Marvel's first family, there's no exception. In this dystopia, the Fantastic Four were never superheroes or explorers, but rather cosmic failures. The origin of the Fantastic Four started as it did in Earth 616, however, it didn't stay that way. See, on this Earth, Phil Shelton, former Daily Bugle reporter who worked with Peter Parker, is going around conducting interviews with various strange individuals as he feels that the world has just gone wrong and something isn't right. Today he interviews Ben Grimm. In the way that Ben describes it, Reed Richards tasked him with piloting the ship for him in the storms to research cosmic storms. However, the ship's lateral motors would not be ready for several months, something that Ben had told Reed. Impatient, Reed hires Victor Von Doom's company to prove the government's red tape and preparations was anti-science. Impatient, the 4 of them go into space, and this impatience would prove to be their downfall. And what happened to them when the 4 of them returned back to Earth was something horrific. Reed's limbs stretched until rigor mortis set in. Sue's eyes became reflective to the invisibility, causing her to become blind. In addition, her brother, Johnny, burned from the inside out, unable to see her, and fell on top of her, burning her alive. And as for Victor, last Ben heard, his internal organs were somewhat on the outside of his body. As their interview concludes, Ben is haunted by the idea that if he had piloted the ship, maybe things would have been different. Maybe the 4 would have survived. And that's the Fantastic Four in this horrible, horrible reality. Let me know what you think in the comics. Who would you want to see next? Until next time, bye.